Hello there, everyone. This is Southern Weather Media, and 4 years ago today, I recorded my first ever weather radio alert, July 9th, 2020. So now, as of July 9th, 2024, I'm going to be doing my weather radio collection video. And, of course, on that day in 2020, there were thunderstorms. Being July in Georgia, there were thunderstorms everywhere, and it was actually one of the most intense storm days that I've ever had. And as it turns out, today we are having one right now, or at least about to. Let's take a look out the window. I've been hearing some thunder for the past few minutes. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So, hopefully, when I'm recording this video, you might be able to hear some thunder. But let's start over here on the shelves. And also, this video is going to be focusing a lot less on each individual radio. I'm going to be trying to do this in more of a brief format than last time. So, if you have anything that you want to know about the radios, please feel free to leave a comment, and I will get to them as soon as I can. So this is the Midland WR210, and I got this in May 2023, and this is actually the older version. I used to think that they were the newer version, but as it turns out, this one was made in 2003, and I got one that was made in 2007 that's different. That's when I realized that there were two different versions, but back then I didn't know about the way to tell exactly when they were made based off the serial number. So basically, since this one's serial number began with a 3, it's from 2003, and since the other ones began with a 7, it's from 2007. Then down here we have the Sangean CL100, and this one replaces my old one that broke, and I got this one in March 2023. And then here, not exactly in the best spot, but still somehow getting excellent reception, is the Recom R200. And there was some thunder just now. It's very far away right now, but hopefully you'll be able to hear it at some point. And this one here, as you can see, it's getting good reception on channel 3, which is pretty surprising. It's not even plugged into anything, it's just using the built-in short antenna. And then over here is the Midland. Oh yeah, and I got this one in January 2024. This is the Midland 18 STR, which I got in December 2021. And over here is the Midland WR300 version 5 from 2010. And I got this one because basically the older ones from before 2010 are known to have tuner issues. And I got it in August 2023. Then behind it we have this antenna, which is a weather band. I guess it's a dipole antenna. But basically, the story behind this is that I found a YouTube video instructing how to make it, and it's actually, although it may not be the most viewer-friendly video that I found, it's a really cool video, and it explains really well how to make this, so I will leave a link to it in the description if you want to. Basically, the only thing that you may need to buy for this is probably this thing, and maybe an adapter to connect it to your cable. I was able to find this one in the basement, but this, in case you don't know, is called an RF balun, B-A-L-U-N, and it basically converts something with a high impedance for radio signals like these wires here, which are actually part of an old metal clothes hanger. It converts, or it connects something with a high impedance to something with a low impedance, so that the signal being picked up by these can get more well transferred, basically. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but that's basically what it does into the radio when you plug it in. Oh, nice. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So then, up above it, we have the KB9VBR antennas, J-pole antenna for weather band radios, which I got in June 2024. Oh, and I just made this one a few days ago, so July 2024. And this one is actually just about as good as I was hoping it would be. It lets me receive pretty much 6 out of 7 channels, well enough for some radios at least to activate from them. So I'm going to be connecting it to this one once I get it cleaned up some. It's made with copper pipes which have a lot of residue, and when I assembled the antenna, because it ships in 2 sections, it left a very strong copper smell on my hands, which honestly I would rather that it didn't do. So I'm going to do what the instructions suggested and paint it with a clear varnish at some point. But since I haven't done that yet, it's just sitting over here, not in its final setup. It's not really held up straight. But anyway, over here is the AlertWorks EAR10, which I got not new in the box, but with the original box in March 2024. And this, which I got 1 month before that, is the Radio Shack 12259 from 2004, and it's the beige version. And I got this one also almost new in the box, although unfortunately, it had some battery corrosion, which I have yet to clean out. Since it was able to work, I actually did clean it out some already, but yeah, might be a pretty good storm. Anyway, I still want to clean it up more before I put in actual rechargeable cells, which it cannot recharge through the jack, but I would just prefer to use them anyway. And then over here is the first weather radio that I ever used, and this one is my family's old hand crank radio, which pretty much doesn't work anymore, unfortunately, but I still have it. And then over here is the Midland WR100 version 3, which I got in December 2021. The Radio Shack 12262 from 2006, which I got in January 2023 to replace the 2006 one that I got in October 2022, which somehow died even though it was from 2006. And that one replaced the 2008 one that I got in April 2021, which of course, being a 2008 one, died. Then we have the Radio Shack 12-261 from 2005, which I got in March 2022. And then we have the comically glitched out 12521A from 2011. And in order to have one that was actually readable, I got a 12521B, which is actually also from 2011, but I didn't think that would make a difference. But as it turns out, it does. Look at that. It just started doing this about a week or two ago. So I guess you'd have to pretty much get a 12521B from 2012 specifically in order to have one that works properly. At least the tuners on neither of these have died. They've neither of them have died, I mean. So that's good. And then over here is the Eton FR370, which I got in March 2023, and I actually unboxed this about 15 minutes before alerts started happening, and that day was one of my craziest for sure. Then over here, and also you can probably hear the floor squeaking, this is the Midland 18-259W, which is a 3-window mount weather radio antenna, and it honestly works pretty well. Not as well as this one, or this one, but it's still good enough that I wish I could mount it outside this window. Unfortunately, due to the HOA, I can't. So I may just try to find a good spot for it inside somewhere. And then down here, we have the Midland WR30, which I got in July 2023, and the Radio Shack 12-240, which I got in April, I think, 2024. And I had to repair this one by readjusting the tuner capacitors, but oh, it's really quiet for some reason.
Particularly during the afternoon. A drier air.
It works perfectly now, aside from, of course, having terrible audio coming from KEC80. Then this is the First Alert WX150, which I got in December 2023. And here is the Recom R1650D, which I got in March 2022. And then lastly, for this part of the room is the Radio Shack 12260 from 2005, since the ones from 2006 and later can apparently get tuner issues. And that also includes the 12550, also known as the 12093. And I got this one in October 2023. And then this is the SEO Alarm SL126Q strobe light. This is the xenon version. And it actually works if you hook it up correctly to Recom radios, since they can provide a DC out signal. But I'm probably going to end up getting a power supply for this that can be triggered through the weather radio's switch in the external alert jack. And then I'm going to store all of the connections for everything in this box. If it will even focus on the box. There we go. And probably I'm going to just mount the light itself to the lid of the box. Like that. Then over here is the Midland WR100 version 3, which I got in January 2022. And then here is the Emerson Research CKW2000, which I got in August 2023. And even though it's a version of 13, everything still works perfectly. Oh, and then here's my ambient weather. I think it's the WS50. Nope, WS10. And it's honestly one of my favorite electronic thermohygrometers that I've ever used. Then up here, oh, and also in case you wanted to know, I got this one in January, I think it was January 2022. And then up here is my Radio Shack 12250 from 1999, which I got in May 2024, along with this Midland WR120 from 2011. And this one did not come with the AC adapter. This did come with the button cover, but I just don't have it with it right now. But I managed to find another AC adapter at the thrift store for this later, but I just don't have it plugged in right now. And then over here is the Radio Shack 12249, which I got in December 2022. And the rain is actually starting to come down now. And then over here is my currently out of service because I need to clean out battery corrosion from the compartment, Oregon Scientific WR196T. And I got this one, I think, around March 2024. And it didn't come with the AC adapter, but I was able to get one online for it. So even though I haven't even tested it out yet, since I just wanted to get it cleaned up from the battery corrosion first, I'm sure it's going to work fine. And then sorry for being kind of dark in here, it's just with the storm coming. But yeah, actually, there's some more thunder. It doesn't actually sound like it's getting very much closer though, for some reason. Anyway, this is the first weather radio that I ever got, which is the Recom R1630C. And I got this in July 2020, which means that this month is the 5th month that it has spent saying July. Actually, I got it in late July, so it didn't spend a full month saying it, but anyway. Then up here is another one of the homemade antennas based off of that video. And next to it is the Sangean ANT100, I think it is. Yeah, ANT100. And this replaces the one that I got in April 2021, which broke in August 2021. I got this one around March of this year. And actually, let's just take a look out the window at the rain, since it's coming down pretty hard right now. Oh, nice. Okay. Then over here is the Midland WR300 version 8. Let me see if I can get the camera focused. Right. And I got this, oh, come on. Okay. I got this in November 2020. Then back here is the Midland WR120B from 2021, which means that it's identical to the EZ. And I got this in March 2022. And also from March 2022 is this Radio Shack 12247, which is neither A nor B version, it's the original version. And then here is the Kaito Voyager KA500. Then, down here is my first Radio Shack 12250 from 2000, which I got in May 2022. And the reason why I got another one is because the antenna broke. Thankfully the connection didn't break, but the antenna itself just does not hold itself up anymore. So, in order to actually get good reception, I have to plug it into the ANT100 up here. Then over here, I have a realistic 12140, which I got in April 2023. And then down here is the Midland WR10 newer version from 2007, which I got in September 2023. And then up here is the Radio Shack 12261 from 2003, which I just got last month. And I've been looking for this for probably about 3 years. Here's just what the lights look like. Oh, yes. That's actually what the station sounds like. It's hard to hear properly, but that is indeed what the station sounds like, as I showed in a video just yesterday. And that's WXK56 Athens that sounds like that. I went ahead and reported it, and I got an email back today that said they were currently working on the issue, so hopefully it'll be fixed soon. And then I have in the car the Midland ER210, which I got in March 2021. And there is some more thunder. You can also hear the rain pretty well. Alright, that is it for my weather radio collection as of July 9th, 2024. And again, if there's anything that you want to know specifically about the radios, please feel free to comment and I will respond as soon as possible. So thank you for watching.